Hello, I'm Shin. I'm an acupuncturist. In 2025, I had an opportunity to treat a serious eye condition called SHAPU in Nepal. The disease is so fast progressing and aggressive, it can blind you within 3 days. Even after 50 years of study about this SHAPU, medical communities is still struggling to find out the real cause. Through the story in this video, you can see critical window of time that changes everything.
Hello, my name is Maya. Can you believe I became blind within just 3 days after touching a moth? When my mom finally took me to the eye hospital, after a long 5-hour journey on a bumpy road, we heard the words we feared most. I would never be able to get my vision back. Feeling completely hopeless, I sat crying in a corner of the hospital. Looking around, I saw many other people, both young and old, suffering from the exact same red eye. When I saw my doctor passing by, I called out to him, "Doctor, why is my eye so sick?"
Maya, I am so sorry. Your condition is called SHAPU. It is still a mystery disease. Doctors have been studying it for the last 50 years, but the research results are mixed. Some studies point to a bacterium or a virus, while others blame the white moth.
Oh, I played with the white moth on the very day my eye problems started. And so did my friend B.
I have heard that exact story from many of my patients. Yet, there are also cases where no moth was ever involved. We do sometimes find microscopic moth hairs in the eyes of our SHAPU patients, so we highly suspect the moth is the troublemaker. Because it is not scientifically confirmed yet, we still do not have a vaccine or a preventative cure.
It is so strange and terrifying that I lost my vision within just a few days. And now my eye looks so ugly.
SHAPU is very strange. Not only does it progress rapidly, but it historically only appeared in odd-numbered years, specifically during the autumn and winter. But that pattern is changing now. We are starting to see cases in even-numbered years and during other seasons too. It also used to primarily affect children, but now many adults are catching this sickness as well. And sadly, it happens only in Nepal.
Why only in Nepal?
It may be due to the changing climate in the Himalayan mountains. Have you heard about the farmers in the Mustang region of the Himalayas moving their orchards higher up the mountains? It is because the warming climate means their apples are no longer as sweet or crisp lower down. My guess is that this same warming trend is driving the white tussock moths out of the deep jungles and up into populated mountain villages where they never used to be. But who knows? The disease might travel to other countries someday due to these continuous environmental shifts.
That sounds so scary.
It truly is.
My eye looks so ugly now. Why?
The infection causes severe inflammation and swelling, which leads to a massive buildup of pus inside the eye. This blocks the normal blood flow. Deprived of essential blood and nutrients, the eye begins to collapse. It is a devastating outcome called phthisis bulbi.
Then how did my friend B save her vision and keep the shape of her eye?
Because she came here early enough to have surgery, and she received continuous collaborative treatments from both Western medical doctors and an acupuncturist. Yet right after her surgery to remove the pus from her eye, her vision did not return at all. Fortunately, a visiting foreign acupuncture doctor offered to treat her as an adjunctive therapy, and her parents accepted.
What did the acupuncturist do? B said it is a kind of needling.
I do not know all the details myself, but I saw the doctor placing needles around her eye and warming them by burning a small cone of a dried plant right on top of the needles. It is a special technique called moxibustion.
Needles near the eye? That sounds so terrifying.
Yes, it does. B actually refused the needles at first, but eventually she agreed to try it. And remarkably, she was able to open her eye right away after that very first treatment.
How many days of treatment did she receive?
Just 4 days.
But B told me that even though she could count finger movements after the treatments, she still couldn't see anything clearly.
That is true. She stopped the acupuncture too early. A B-scan ultrasound after those 4 days showed that while most of the pus was gone, a small amount was still lingering and blocking her central vision.
But that still sounds like a major improvement. Why did she stop the treatments completely then?
Because the doctors here suggested a surgical option to clear the remaining fluid, her parents decided to take her to a much larger hospital to have the pus 100% surgically removed. Then, they rushed back here a few days later, looking for more acupuncture sessions. The ultrasound at the larger hospital revealed that after going without acupuncture for 2 days, fresh retinal detachment occurred. But by the time they returned to us, the visiting acupuncture team had already left.
Oh, that is so heartbreaking. I heard that she can only see things very close up now, and only big shapes from far away after continuous treatments in the hospital.
That early acupuncture intervention is what ultimately saved her eye from total blindness and kept it from collapsing into phthisis bulbi.
I deeply wish my mom could have afforded to bring me here early, instead of just putting a cold pad on my red eye. But like so many families who struggle with money, or don't understand how dangerous this disease is, we completely missed the critical window for treatment. If I had received the surgery right away, and acupuncture treatments, maybe the doctors here could have saved my eye too. I would be able to see, and I wouldn't have to hide behind this bandage.
You know that the acupuncture doctor actually works for a non-profit organization called Sharing Hearts in Nepal. She is organizing a major medical conference in the United States very soon, inviting international eye doctors to collaborate on SHAPU so they can form a global research team and finally discover its true cause.
That's wonderful. Can you tell me more about the conference?
Of course, it will be held at Seattle University in the United States on July 12, 2026, from 1 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Pacific Time. I heard there will be refreshments served too.
After your treatment, she started to open her eyes, and that from themselves also symptomatically she was feeling better. So yesterday only I took her to do the B scan again. I did the video X-ray in her eyes, and I found that the pus had gone. Only little bit was left. As you saw in the story, there are many people who miss the chance of treatment because it's too fast progressing disease. So finding the real cause of the disease is not just an option, but it is our duty. So we decided to create a research team through this conference. So whether you're a medical professional or not, we want to have your support and awareness. Please join us by signing today, and I hope to see you in Seattle University this July. Thank you.